get out here.
Okay, cool. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome. We are super excited that you are here. And before we dive in, I just want to make sure that everyone has their lines muted. I think I caught a couple of you, but we'll open it up for Q&A at the end. So everyone's going to get the opportunity to ask questions and share, and it'll be awesome. But my name is Joy, and this is
Andrew.
And we belong together. So
in so many ways.
So we are the co-founders of a team called Rising Phoenix International, and we are here to talk to you tonight about the coach opportunity with Team Beachbody. And so a little bit about us. He's my navigator so that I don't like mess up the slide thing. A little bit about us. I am a 6-star, 1-star diamond coach. Andrew is a 1-star diamond coach. And we have been doing Beachbody coaching for about 4.5 years. To give you a little background to our story, I was a no way Jose kind of girl for 7 years. I was actually on my mentor's dream team list. Stephanie Richardson is my coach mentor. And I knew she was going to be asking me to be a part of this opportunity. I had that like intuition that the question was coming. And I was prepared with an emphatic no thank you. Because back in our early 20s, we were involved in another network marketing opportunity that really, I mean, this is before even like internet days.
It was the very, very beginning of the internet.
So
very
like
beginning.
There was no social media stuff. There was none of that. And so
we still downloaded AOL on a disk drive.
Oh my God. We were listening to cassette tape. Like it was bad. So anyway, that didn't go as planned, and it kind of left us with this negative, just feeling like, hey, network marketing isn't really for us. And so when Stephanie asked us to join as a Beachbody coach, we were like, no, we've been there, done that. We're not going to do this. And so anyway, for 7 years, I watched her have success in this business. And, things started to change for our family. We started to go through back-to-back medical whammies. My son was diagnosed with a my husband nearly died atrial flutter episode, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer, all like back-to-back years. And so by the end of that, I literally felt like an alien in my skin. And I had this like defining moment in my closet where I was like, well, maybe this is just 40. Maybe this is just life in my 40s. Maybe I should just try to be content with the way things are. And let me just tell you, I think contentment is the absolute enemy of your very best life. We aren't made to be content. We are made to be the very best version of ourselves, which means that we are designed to evolve and grow day after day. So I had this moment in my closet where it was like, maybe I should just accept the mom jeans. I was debating on shopping at that one store. I know y'all have a mental list of stores where like, and Andrew knows the list. Because I'm like, if I ever shop at these stores, you have permission to like take me to counseling because they're like the frumpy mom stores. And I was debating on going to like one of the frumpy mom stores because nothing fit in my closet. And I just was like conceding and giving up, right? And it was in that moment that I was like, this is ridiculous. Like I've got to change something because I'm going to be like a depressed mess for the rest of my life, right? Like God's not done with me yet. So I have to do something. I reached out to my friend Stephanie, who was the only one that I really thought would be a safe place for me to start working on myself. We both were going to a kickboxing class, and he was heavy into martial arts. His atrial flutter episode happened during his black belt test. But those kickboxing classes didn't feel the same anymore after my massive bilateral and reconstruction surgery. And I felt like people were just staring at me all the time. Like I just wanted to figure out how to regain my dignity and strength without people like, watching me struggle. So I reached out to her. I jumped into a challenge group and I signed up as a customer. And I shared on social media something completely innocent, like, hey, I'm going to work on my strong. And I had 3 people from church jump into the group with me, which I totally believe was of God because he tricks you into your purpose sometimes. So I reached out to my friend Stephanie Stephanie, I'm like, hey, to which she was like, well, would you like the referral, money for bringing them to the challenge group? And I was like, oh, poor little MLMer. I don't want to like steal from you. So are you sure? Like, I feel really bad. Y'all at the time, okay, insert income disclaimer, because I'm about to say something that's like an income bomb.
Yeah, you've already gotten way off script. It's okay.
It's all right. So I'm just sharing our story. So, Beachbody, I have to do the income disclaimer. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or any level of income. It's all based on your due diligence, effort, and skill. And that just makes sense, right? Because nothing comes without the right amount of work. But at the time, I thought I was like taking from her, and she was a 7-figure annual earner. So I wasn't taking anything from her. She was like, no, like, I'm fine. This would be great. And $150 was a blessing to us. So I signed up, and, after 7 years of saying no, I finally said yes. And I fell in love with the community. And so it was about a week after that happened, because I remember calling you, like, you were at work, and I was like, hey, I think I just signed up as a coach. And you're like, what do you mean you just signed up as a coach? I'm like, yeah, no, I signed up as a coach. And it was about a week after that I was like, about this coaching thing. Like, I was just going to like quit after a month, but like, what if this is the thing that like, I'm supposed to do to help people reduce their cancer risk? Or, if I could help one mom feel sexy, strong, and confident in her skin, that would impact her marriage. And, it would impact like her confidence level at work. It would impact like the way she interacts with her kids. And I'm like, what if I just give this my all in best effort for a year and see what happens? And he was like, yeah, why don't you do that? So we did. And about 6 months in, we were like, holy cow, this is the biggest blessing ever. Like, we are bleeding blue at this point. And it was about 2 years into the business that I was able to double my full-time working salary at that point. So I was able to quit the job that I had outgrown and didn't really feel like I was growing or being challenged in anymore. And so now our purpose really is to help others experience the same kind of freedom in time, in purpose, in finances that we have experienced. And so we are fighting for our very best, and we are blessed to have a team who are fighting for their very best and helping as many people as they can along the way. So that is our story. You want to move on to a little bit of the Beachbody story?
So let's talk about a little bit about what Beachbody is, what it's been, where it's been, etc. So back in 1998, Carl Daikeler and John Congdon formed Beachbody. And if any of you are like me and have spent any time in a hotel ever in your life, there's always been that Beachbody channel where it's 10-minute trainer and skinny in 6, or the one that really kicked everything off, which is P90X, Mr. Tony Horton. And I don't even know if Joy even remembers this, where we said no for 7 years. We bought P90X.
Oh, yeah.
I think 3 times.
Well, yeah, because it had discs and they got scratched and,
Exactly. So, but it was all sold through infomercials. It was, their whole goal, though, John and Carl's, was to end the trend of obesity in America through exercise programs that people can do in their house. They didn't have to go into the gym. And one of the things that became really, really interesting about that was over time, or this is the beginning of the birth of the internet as well. And they ended up realizing that through the message boards that existed around the workouts, people doing P90X together, or who were, looking at Turbo Jam or whatnot, that they realized there was this incredible network of support of people who had done the workouts, who are now helping people with the workouts. And Carl and John saw that as an opportunity to expand the reach. How did we get past just the infomercial and the person who's up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, hopefully dialing in? And that's really where Team Beachbody actually came into existence in the year 2007. So about 12 years ago now. So since that time, one of the cool parts about this is the fact that they have continued to be dedicated to launch additional programs to meet a broader audience, to bring people in. Things like, I'm sure all of you have heard of Shaun T, Insanity, Insanity Max, T25, The Asylum, Size. I can keep going on this one. But then even strength training like Body Beast or Lift 4, Hammer and Chisel, or the one that's getting a lot of attention right now, the 21-Day Fix series, the Ultimate Portion Control with Autumn Calabrese, who we actually were fortunate enough to spend time with today, actually. Yeah. But I show that to you to really show you that the true commitment of the company, because that's important. You want to be with a company that is committed to you and growing and well, which takes us to about the year 2015, when we shifted everything from being all DVD driven to everything on demand and app driven through that entire time. Continuing to release products on an ongoing basis, both physical products that we'll talk about in a little bit, but also additional workout products. They could have sat on their laurels and, done, 3,000 workouts, 4,000 workouts that are on the on-demand system right now. But no, they've continued to deliver programs from everything like one of my personal favorites, Core de Force, all martial arts one. He's still my boy, Shift Shock with Chris Downing. And even into the most recent ones of Lift 4, 80-Day Obsession, and the new one that's getting ready to be released. It's Jericho 100
Meltdown, 100 Morning Meltdown.
100 Morning Meltdown, yes.
And in addition, we've opened 2 markets since even we started with Beachbody. Canada and the UK have come online in Team Beachbody since I started 4.5 years ago. And we are getting ready to announce another market coming up here in July when we go to our big annual coach summit. That's like the big reveal. But I hope that what you get from the story of Beachbody is that they didn't create the coaching network to be a sales force. They were doing a great job selling product through infomercials. And so they really didn't need a sales team to get that done. They were doing just fine. But what they realized is that people would get that product at their door and most people wouldn't even open the box. And the ones that opened the box never even started the program or finished it. And so what they realized with the chat boards is that they really just, the missing piece was a relationship, like life change happens through the basis of relationship. So the coaching network was designed to be more of an accountability buddy rather than a sales team. Like we are the person who calls you up and say, hey, I'm so excited that you're ready to make some positive changes in your life. When are we getting started? Let's do this together. And that's the true heart of coaching. So what makes Team Beachbody so unique is that we are like the whole piece of the puzzle, like basically solid nutrition, solid fitness, world-class trainers and nutritionists that are putting these programs together, peer support through the coaching network, and then of course the rewards. Like in the coaching opportunity, you actually can get paid to get healthy. And even if you're a customer, you still have rewards with the amazing Team Beachbody Challenge, where people actually win money for their transformation and results. And so it's really incredible. When we go to our annual coach summit every year, there are 2 grand prize transformation reward or awards given out of $100,000, one to a man, one to a female. And it's the most emotional thing. Most times these people have lost like 200 pounds, and it's just amazing that they have completely changed their life through something just as simple as, on-demand fitness, solid nutrition, peer support. And so anyway, we are really blessed with like real products that yield real results, no gimmicks. The good news is that we have more and more coaches every year joining our team and joining the cause, joining the mission. So one of the milestone markers was in 2015, where our coaches helped over 1 million people get results with one of the fitness programs. And so that was like a milestone moment for Beachbody, and we continue to grow and evolve. So I want to talk real quick about our flagship product, Shakeology. Shakeology is really our #1 bestseller. It is our signature product, and it's sold only through coaches. So what a lot of people don't understand is that Shakeology isn't a protein shake. I mean, it has protein in it, but this is a superfood smoothie filled with not just one macronutrient, which is what protein is, but 70 superfoods, which are all the micronutrients, all of the like plants that our body needs to run optimally. And so we call it our ultimate daily dose of dense nutrition. There's nothing on the market like this, you guys, nothing that matches the benefits and the dollar for dollar value. For less than, $5 a serving, you get the nutritional equivalent of $41 worth of fruits and vegetables in one single glass. It's like 5 trips to the salad bar. That's what's in, we call it the Gucci bag. It tastes
like cookie dough.
Yeah, it can taste like cookie dough, or like your favorite ice cream smoothie. But we call it the Gucci bag of superfood supplements. I mean, it is by far the top line that you can possibly get. And for those who like to try before they buy, Team Beachbody created a sampler pack so customers can see which flavor they love.
#vegan vanilla.
Yes, totally. And you can think of Shakeology as like the secret weapon for coaches to help their customers get incredible results. I can't tell you how many people I work with who hate vegetables, hate them, but I can help them make vegetables taste like ice cream. And it's absolutely amazing. And you feel so much better. So as a coach, drinking it every day is what keeps me feeling incredible. It helps keep my digestion regular. It's reduced travel bloat for me. It's given me more energy. Like I could go on and on about the benefits of Shakeology for myself personally. So there are proteins, vitamins, and minerals that will help reduce hunger and food cravings, antioxidants and phytonutrients to help detoxify and protect the body against free radicals, #like prevent cancer, adaptogen herbs to help increase energy and combat stress. Like adaptogens, you guys, are superhero foods. Like if your mood is wonky, if you're like super stressed out, adaptogens help bring you back to center. If you're feeling depressed, adaptogens can help you come back up to center. Probiotics and prebiotics, fiber and digestive enzymes to promote regularity. I mean, it just goes on and on. It's clinically proven to lower blood sugar, lower cholesterol, and help you lose weight, not because it's a like get skinny shake, because there's no gimmick that works on the market. Gimmicks do not work.
There's no magic pill.
But it helps you lose weight because your body is beginning to run like the well-oiled machine that it was made to be. So, I need a breath.
A lot. So all that to say, that wall that you're seeing on your screen is actually all the ingredients in their natural state as they're in on Shakeology. It's actually a wall that exists at corporate that you and I have both seen. That is
it's very impressive.
It's really freaking cool. But that's not where the products necessarily end. There's something for everyone through this organization. So what makes Team Beachbody a little bit different is the fact that it has a solution for everyone, regardless of your age, regardless of your gender, your physical fitness level. We'll talk about it later, but you don't need to be some super crazy trainer who's doing everything else to be able to do this. Whether that is, on the nutrition side with Shakeology, like we talked about, we offer a top line level of supplements as well. How many of y'all out there, Mom Crack?
Oh my gosh.
I know y'all are on it constantly. But also, to supplements to promote recovery, supplements to help promote good sleep. Sleep is one of the pillars that we deal with all the time. Reduce soreness about that. So it's an ongoing, it's not just about weight loss. In fact, one of the things I loved about the event we were actually helping run earlier today was impromptu, one of our top coaches in the entire organization, after kind of doing, okay, who's lost a bunch of weight, and y'all, there was a person there who lost 175 pounds.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Unbelievable. Oh wait, and she got beat. 180 for the other
was the other guy. Yeah.
But what I also loved was the recognition, okay, who's put on weight?
Mm-hmm.
Who's built muscle through this thing? And I absolutely love that, because that at the end of the day is what this is all about. It is about helping people get the results that they are capable of. Mm-hmm. By working with them through community. Our products are proven to work. They have helped the lives of thousands of people throughout the last, as you saw on the timeline there, 14 years or so that are in play. But our job as a coach, my job as a coach, Joy's job as a coach, is to help those people get the support, continue to have the inspiration, find the initial motivation, because motivation doesn't last long term. You need inspiration, not motivation over long term. But making sure they also get the product that is right for them. One workout is not necessarily the best for every single person, and that's why you have an entire library to be able to guide people through.
Yeah, it really is the full real deal strategy. And so I get to basically talk to you guys about peer support. The thing I love most is that I get to help create success stories with my friends. Team Beachbody coaches are amazing people. Like, we are a community of people that have joined together. We support one another in the mission to end the trend of obesity. And not only have I gained valuable friendships through this entire experience, I mean, some of which I never would have met had it not been for this coaching opportunity, but I've gained the freedom to do what I truly love and what I feel like I was created to do. And that's showing people that they can achieve their goals and their dreams. So the more that I have experienced success in the Team Beachbody community, the more support, the more friendship, the more community I have continued to experience. And some of like our greatest friendships right now are from that broader leadership team, right? That we get to now hang out with and travel the world with. It's really quite incredible.
And I think that one of the key benefits of that is the ability that everyone is in it together and everyone is looking to continue their personal development. This is not just about building an income. It's about building yourself as a leader, building yourself as a spouse, building yourself as a person. But anyway, sorry, sideline.
Yeah, no, and we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Everyone is just so generous with what's working, what they're learning, that they are so willing to share. So we don't have to recreate the wheel. Like, we are able to experience success much faster than the coaches who started, 10 plus years ago, because we all get better together. So we're always idea sharing. So anyway,
so what is a coach?
What is a coach? You say it. Is this mine?
I thought this was yours, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to start with what a coach does not have to be. Because everyone oftentimes will say, oh, well, I'm not a fitness professional. I am not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. You don't need to be any of those things.
No.
What a coach doesn't have to be is that expert. You don't have to already have hit your goals. I still haven't hit all my goals on this.
No, I got started at the weakest point of my life.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
You also don't need to be an experienced salesperson. So don't think that any of those are things that might be holding you back. So with those as the table, let's talk about what a coach should be. A coach truly should be sharing how people change their lives. How is that possible through both effort and nutrition and spiritual growth and all those things? We should be committed to being proof that the product works. Basically, we press play and we press blend on those words. And then last but not least, and you've already heard me touch on this, a coach really should be improving and developing themselves. I was listening to a podcast the other day that kind of said it really well. I said, okay, I always want today to be my worst day. Mm-hmm. Like, I always want today to be my worst day. I want tomorrow to be better than today because I'm going out and make tomorrow better than today. So that attitude is what a coach needs to bring, and then sharing that attitude with others through a number of different ways.
Yeah, we wake up, press play, we work in ourselves with the nutrition, and we work on ourselves with our mindset, and we connect with other people. Like, basically, that at the end of the day, that is what a coach does. So the benefits about being a coach, oh my gosh, I don't even think this slide does it justice, but you get to set your own work hours. So the beautiful part about coaching is that you can earn while you learn. You don't have to have it all figured out before you start taking action. You can just start helping people right away. And you can, set as much time or as little time as you have toward coaching. So you can focus full-time, you can focus part-time. You basically get to build your business online or in person. So, in the mom cracks of your day, so to speak, while you're sitting in the carpool line waiting for your kids to get out of school, if you have a phone, you can be very productive, and we can teach you how. You can also build this business in person. I know some people who love to get together over coffee or lunch or host fitness groups where they get to work out together. So whatever your personality and whatever your bent, like it's very flexible. And you can share your passion and attract people. So like we have the saying where like your vibe attracts your tribe. So the more authentic you are really at just sharing your story, because you'll notice like we don't share on social media like, oh, here's Beachbody or here's P90X or here's Shift Shop or here's, whatever, or, I'm drinking my Shakeology. We don't share a lot of that ever, because basically what is going to inspire people for them to take their next step is your next step. So the most powerful thing you have as a business owner is your story. So the more authentic that you can just show up and just be you and share the good and the bad, the victory and the struggle, the more you're going to attract the person who needs to have that example before them so that they have hope that they can do the same thing for themselves. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. So let's talk about what some of the rewards that you get from this.
Okay, because these are my favorites.
Yeah, okay. So number one, this is a business. There is an income associated with this business, and that income results in really two different things. The first one is commissions. Anytime that that your work results in the sale of any type of product, there is a commission that's associated with that if you're selling it to a customer. Now, there's also bonuses for team growth. One of the things we do is we want to expand our networks. We want to bring people, to build their own businesses, and you get rewarded for that as well. So there's bonuses for that team growth. One of the coolest ones that we just came back from about 4 weeks ago now? Yeah. Are the trips. So there's one trip that everyone is eligible to earn their way on, and that is the Success Club trip. You can see in that second to left picture on the bottom from the deck of the boat, we were on Harmony of the Seas with 6,000 of our closest friends doing workouts on the deck and on the 5th floor because it rained so hard.
Yeah, so we've been on 2 cruises. We've been to Punta Cana, Riviera Maya, and every single trip that we've had with Beachbody has been like VIP. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Punta Cana. Didn't I say that? Did I not say? I don't know what I said. Anyway, we've been on 4 trips. Yes, 4 trips. And they all have been VIP experience. To the point where we are forever spoiled from going on another cruise, because it's like, where's our super trainer? And how come you don't have smoothies, waiting for us in the morning at the bars?
Seriously, people have no idea what it's done in my life.
It's really awesome.
But in addition, also that, you're going to receive recognition for different ranks. And I know this sounds stupid, but there's nothing cooler than being at Summit, which this year will be in Indianapolis, with a medal around your neck.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they give you real medals.
Yeah, seriously, they're medals. They're medals. It's not crazy. A joke. But then also the company itself also provides learning and personal development throughout. I don't know if any of y'all know the name Rachel Hollis or not, but she's actually going to be headlining. Kind of a big deal. She's headlining the Summit information. So everyone who goes to Summit's also going to be part of that. But as you continue in rank progression, you get the opportunity to go to leadership, which has been in Vegas last couple of years. It's going to be in Phoenix. There's all kinds of different opportunities to go.
I will tell you, just real quick, I was so starved for recognition when I started as a Beachbody coach that I think the first month I was recognized as a rock star coach of the week from my mentor. And she sent me one of those leadership cards that are totally cheesy. And in it was this little key fob that was probably plastic. And it said success on it. It was total cheesy little thing. I don't know what you do with it. But for me, because I had not received recognition for any of my work in 10 years of what I had been doing in my day job, I put that key on a necklace and I wore it for a very long time until I achieved a certain goal in my business. And then I kind of traded it in. But yeah, recognition is a huge, huge part of our team culture.
So let's talk about some of the support though. Now this is support that's coming from Beachbody itself. So one of the awesome things about working this business and the way this business is structured is the fact that I don't have product in my garage.
Nope.
I don't pay a marketing team.
Nope.
I don't pay a legal team.
I don't pay shipping.
I don't do any of that. So I don't have to ship the stuff. I don't pay for that. All of that is done through corporate, but that is just where the support begins. So between training and tools, there is a quick start guide for, and by the way, these are groups that we also run from our team as well. So it's not like someone hands you a PDF and says, good luck, quick start, have fun.
You have a team.
You have a team that's walking you through this. The Coach Basics program, your first 30, which is really how do we structure the first 30 days of somebody to have a successful launch, and then ongoing coach training and marketing tools. They're actively communicating with us on a steady, ongoing basis, whether that be through the Coach Breaking News, whether that be through emails or Facebook groups, those types of things. And then the last thing is the social media, both through a communication perspective and from a promotion perspective. You know, they give you a ton of opportunity and a ton of resources to be able to leverage to build your business the way that you want in your team. So that's kind of the Beachbody side of the equation. What can they get from us?
So from our side on our specific team, like we walk very hand in hand with our new coaches for especially the first 30 days. We have weekly calls through corporate that we also talk about on our team page to help set you up for success. We do team challenges. We're in the middle of like what we call a fast start challenge right now on our team. So we tend to mix those up depending on what's been going on or what's about to be launched or released. We do team building event training. We have, of course, a Facebook team page where we cheer for each other. We ring the bell anytime we help someone. So a lot of celebration, a lot of training and development happen in that team page. We do recognition every week and provide accountability for people to achieve their business goals. And we also provide for our own team, team trips and incentives. So you have a ton of support from us on your team. And I feel like, not to toot our horn, but I feel like our global team that we are part of, we are very blessed because we do offer some support that just you aren't going to find on a lot of other teams. So what are the options? Well, hopefully tonight you are kind of thinking like, hey, like this is pretty crazy and I'd love to get started. So there are really two options for you to get plugged in. One, you are ready to jump in and you want to help others and you want to be a part of the mission. You want to be a part of the team. You're going to be a coach. And the other option is to get started working on your healthy, strong, and jump into one of our challenge groups to focus on your fitness and nutrition and your own fitness goals. Both are phenomenal and both are definitely something that we want to help you with. So if you want to join as a coach, you have a couple of options. We have several what we call challenge packs. Basically, these are bundles of products that are heavily discounted and they waive the coach application fee of about $40. So this is going to be like Beachbody On Demand and 30 Days of Shakeology or two of our Performance Line products. Your coach can help you pick out the best challenge pack for you. This is also going to put you on a Shakeology Home Direct. It's going to give you the 25% discount off of all future purchases, including Shakeology. So anyway, you can do a challenge pack, you can do the Shakeology subscription with the coach application fee, or you could just do a coach application, which is about $40. Those are the three ways that you can get started as a coach on our team. We highly recommend option number one because it would be or option number two, but I would rather pay $40 for a year of Beachbody On Demand than $40 for a piece of paper as an application. Absolutely. So option two makes no sense to me. Option one is what we recommend for all our coaches because you can't necessarily open up a coffee store and not have experienced your own coffee. Like you're gonna have a hard time helping people if you've never experienced Beachbody On Demand or #1 bestseller Shakeology for yourself.
So for those of you who are, okay, the one other thing with the coaching. So one other ongoing expense, I mentioned all the marketing aspects and the legal and the shipping and all those kind of things. There is a $15.95 monthly fee that covers all of that. You see all that stuff on there. So that is the one additional
your first
financial
30 days
requirement.
Is free.
Well, your first 30 days is included in your coach application fee or it's been waived from there.
Yes.
It's not free. It is, but it's on there. Now I will say, everything from a Shakeology perspective, I think we didn't talk about this, empty bag guarantee.
Oh yeah. Even on the business, like you can send everything back and have 100% of your money returned to you within 30 days if you're not happy with your decision to get started as a coach or as a customer.
Right. So let's talk about the customer side of the equation. So there are 3 ways to get and be involved as a customer. You can do the challenge pack, which is still going to give you the savings of the combined purchase of basically Beachbody On Demand as well as the subscription to Shakeology. Or if you're really focusing in on just the nutrition portion of it, we'll probably get you on a Shakeology subscription and maybe talk about a couple different programs that are very specifically designed for nutrition.
Or this is a great option for people who are like, they love the gym and they have their own fitness program, but they need to tighten up their nutrition. Option number 2 is a great fit for that kind of person.
Right. And then someone who might have an incredibly specialized diet, maybe they want to do only the fitness program. I want to get on that one. So we can get on that as well. She doesn't know how to use a normal mouse.
I don't. I really don't.
Use the left button.
There you go. I got it. Okay. So in the next 24 hours, the person who invited you is going to circle back around with you and ask you like, hey, what'd you like most about this presentation? Does coaching feel like a fit that could help you achieve your goals? And which option appeals to you most, a coach or customer? So basically what we want you to be thinking is on a scale of 1 to 10, like how interested are you in the coach opportunity? And be ready for a conversation with the person who invited you tonight. Then we want you to be thinking about like, as you make this decision, like what can becoming a coach do for me? Do you need more time, more security, more financial freedom, better health, more purpose, community? Like, what is it in your life? Obviously, you came to this call looking for something to like make your life better. What was that? What can becoming a coach do for you? Then we want you to like think through like, who can I help? I know for me, I had like immediately 5 people, most of them family members that I was like heartbroken to help. And I thought if I could just inspire, one of them being my mom, who has now lost over, I think, 35 pounds. If I could just help my mom have a better quality of life and love herself and love who she sees in the mirror, like the whole thing would be worth it for me. And it took a while to get her like moving forward, but man,
Dedicated now.
Oh my gosh, it is just like the coolest thing ever. So who can you help? And then what are your goals and dreams? You know, a lot of us, we get so busy in the day-to-day that we really don't think about what we want our life to look like 5 years from now. And I will tell you with the coaching opportunity, if you put in consistent effort over time, your entire life can change in the course of just 1 year. It just takes consistent effort over time, and we can show you how to do that. So with that, we are going to end the recording, and we're so grateful that you joined us for it. So go ahead and stop.